Hello and welcome to this Profit Protector Pro video. So in this video I'm going to talk you through custom strategies. So first of all, how do you get there? I have logged into my Profit Protector Pro account. This is a demo account and I'm just on the inventory page. All you need to do is just click custom strategies, which is on the top menu here, and it will take you to the main page. Now custom strategies is for when you want to create your own strategy. Basically the clue is in the name. In our strategies that you already have access to within Profit Protector Pro, the amazing algorithmic ones and the other ones. Now in the algorithmic ones, there are kind of thousands of scenarios and circumstances that have to be inbuilt within the strategies, but this is for when you want to create your own. So first of all, this is kind of the main page, and these are test ones that we've created in the past. So first of all, you have the strategy name, you have any description, you have the date that it was last edited. You can also toggle them on and off. So this basically means whether that strategy is available in your list of strategies when you want to choose which strategy you want to apply to a listing. And then you have your actions. So the information button basically brings up kind of an overview of that strategy that you've created. And then you've also got your edit button and your delete button. So once you've created one, you've named it and it's in here, you can always go back in and edit it or look at the details of it. So in order to create one, up here you need to click new custom strategy and it will open the page for you. Now this is then kind of what we call the custom strategy wizard. So Profit Protector Pro is basically going to ask you a series of questions and then your answers will help create that strategy, because obviously you're not necessarily going to know straight away, how to actually create a strategy from scratch. So this is kind of a wizard to talk you through it. So as with all of our softwares, you have what we call tooltips. So if you hover over a question mark, it will give you an explanation of a feature, if that's what it's on, or this, for example, will basically explain the question to you in a bit more detail. So if you read the question and you think, oh, I'm not quite sure what they mean, look out for the tooltip and that will just give you a bit more of a breakdown of how to kind of answer the question effectively. So question 1, what fulfillment method do you wish to compete with? So basically this is, do you want to compete with all sellers? Do you want to compete with FBA sellers? Or do you want to just compete with MF sellers? So for this example, I'm going to say, let's think I'm an FBA seller, so I just want to compete with FBA. So I'm going to click FBA and then click next to move me on to the next question. Now, again, don't forget your tooltips, that will tell you a bit more information. So question 2, what condition do you wish to compete with? Now, most people obviously will be selling new products, so you would choose new. If you are used, then obviously there's various conditions of used. So we have all used except collectible, used average, used good, used very good, used like new, and used collectible. Now, if you're doing well, you can select more than one, but obviously it's unlikely that you're going to want to do new and a used condition. So if you are selling used, you can choose more than one condition at a time. I'm just going to say new because I think that's probably the most likely answer for most people, and then just click next and it will move you on to the next one. So now Profit Protector Pro is going to kind of walk you through different scenarios and then ask what you would want Profit Protector Pro to do in that scenario. So question 3, what should Profit Protector Pro do in this scenario? There is no buy box and there are other sellers with the selected fulfillment method and condition. So you have a series of kind of options basically. So you can go to minimum, go to maximum, go to break even. Then you've got match, so you can match other sellers low price and then it will give you the fulfillment method, other sellers mid and the same, high and the same. And then you also have kind of what I call the currency box here. So you can do pounds or dollars over, and then you've got options. So break even, other sellers low, mid and high, under, break even, other sellers low, mid and high. And then you've got percentage and also the same options as well. So the bottom two are kind of similar, but it's whether you want to do it by percentage or do it by a currency amount. So I am going to say that I want to let's say match an other seller's mid price, and I'm going to choose FBA because that's what I am. Then it will automatically move you on to the next question. So question 4, again, what should Profit Protector Pro do? There is no buy box and there are no other sellers with the selected fulfillment method and condition. So again, you have all of your options. So you've got go to, you've got match, and then you've got your currency kind of over and under, and you've got your percentage over and under. So options here, you could say go to max and leave it there for a little while, maybe change it if other sellers do come onto the listing. So I'm going to do that in this scenario. So I'm going to say go to max. And again, it will automatically move you on to the next question. So question 5, now what should Profit Protector Pro do? So there is a buy box and there are other sellers with the selected fulfillment method and condition. So we have competition basically. So what should Profit Protector Pro do? So you could, for instance, match the buy box. You could match another seller's low price. You have quite a lot of options. So we have the buy box and there are other sellers. So I am going to say... I'm going to say match the buy box. I said have the buy box. I'm going to have a buy box. So match buy box. Question 6. There is a buy box and there are no other sellers with the selective fulfillment method and condition. So here we could potentially, let's say, go to max because I've said let's pretend I'm an FBA seller. So potentially I could be the only FBA seller. So we could assume that the buy box is with an MF seller. So I'm in this scenario, again, you've got all your options and you can kind of think through your different scenarios and what you'd like to do. But I'm going to say, let's do this one because we haven't done this one yet. So I'm going to say I want to go over the buy box and I want to go over by $5 or £5. So I've input that. Let's go next. Question 7, you have the buy box. Good news. So we've got the buy box. What repricing action do we want to take? So you have a couple of different options here. So again, you've got your go-to, then you've got your switch strategy, which is one that we haven't come across yet. So let's say, for example, FBA algorithmic, and you have all of the strategies. If you have Profit Protector Pro, you will have seen those before. Then you've got the match one, which we have had previously. You've got, again, your currency one over and under. You've got your percentage over and under. And you've also got do nothing as well. So we've got the buy box. What do we want it to do? I'm going to say go to minimum. Now, at some point when the developers have finished doing it, it's really exciting. We are going to split custom strategy and automation. So you will be able to do just custom strategy on its own. So this box won't appear and you will basically then, at this point, I've just done my custom strategy, worked my way through the wizard and I would save it. So I'm going to say, I'm just going to go save from here because I just want to change to save the custom strategy wizard, which is what it will look like when they're completely split separately. So I am going to save my strategy. So you would just put a name in here, obviously something a bit more exciting than that. And then you might have a description. So you might have decided to make a custom strategy for a specific reason. So you could put that in there just to remind you exactly what it is. Type that in there and all you need to do is click save. And then it will say here, it was green, it will say custom strategy was saved successfully. And then you'll also see that it's appeared here. So I'll show you now this information button. If you click on there, you will have seen it at the beginning, but now it will make a bit more sense to you if you haven't been through this process already. So this is basically all of the questions that Profit Protector Pro asked me, the scenarios that it gave me, and what I've asked it to do in those scenarios. So if you want to kind of revisit a custom strategy that you've made and see exactly what you've input, or you think of a scenario and you think, well, what did I ask it to do? You can come back and you can have a look at that. And then if you need to, you can also edit it as well. So that's really, really useful. So my strategy is here and I want to make it active. So I'm just going to toggle it on there. Custom strategy was made active successfully. So now I'm going to come to my inventory and I'll just show you. So my inventory is loading here. If I come down and I've got my strategy drop down here and I scroll to the bottom, you'll see the bottom one that's appeared is webinar test. So straight away that custom strategy is I can use it, I can apply it to any specific listings that I want to apply it to. So that is custom strategies. As I said, it's in the menu options at the top, super easy, and the wizard will talk you through it. Any questions, just drop an email to info@profitprotectorpro.com. Thanks for watching and I'll see you soon.